All right, we should be live. What is up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. So we are on the new rig right now. And we got a William Matthews. I think that is a channel membership renewal. Yeah. William's been a channel member. So I will be playing all the memberships that have renewed or new memberships that happen between the streams in a little bit here. But how's everyone doing? Let me know if this light is too bright, because we're going to need that for this scene right here. So we're going to need that for this scene, but I can turn it off if it looks too bright or distracting right now. And then I'll turn it back on when we switch over the scenes, when we unbox the case. But yeah. Alright, I think... How's the audio sounding? So the contractors are doing... They're running an air compressor. Can y'all hear that right now upstairs? Or is it coming through fine? Alright, see ya, Montec. It's fine? Sweet. The noise suppression or whatever is working just fine then. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, it is... maybe I could switch to show it on a different mic. But, yeah, so they're framing, or they're redoing one of the windows right now that we had to resize. They're using an air compressor for the nail gun. So every time they're doing stuff, it just like, it vibrates the house and everything. But on the other hand, and what's up, Shauner and everybody else? On the other hand, my roommate won't turn on the AC because that's too loud. It's loud and expensive. But all right. What's up, Shauner, Jucifer, Kale, Master Singleton, Finalized Extreme Zone, FG204, Danny Carbajal, Master Singleton, Christopher Coonan, Shane Eslick. Lots of people in here pre-stream, by the way. Master Singleton, Montec, who just went to go leave work and pick up his wife. We got Craig Lilly, as always, Star5328, Bruce Ghostlaw, Kevin Ngo, as always. Kevin did post a deal on... through Newegg. I have it pinned right now. It's a $290 Sapphire Post 6600. And now I can finally say that is a great value AMD card. And as a content creator, I am using an AMD card for reals. Like, I didn't just... Yeah, let me look at this camera real quick. I didn't just put an AMD card in for the video and then take it out. There it is. You can tell by the signature blue tealish color from the Hellhound that the system, my main system, which you might notice it's upside down right now because I'm still working out like the USBs and stuff. So I could flip that over afterwards. But right now I have it so that the motherboard back IO is exposed. But yeah, we are streaming on AMD today. First time in Nob history. It has been NVIDIA since I started streaming back in, what, 2017 or whenever my first stream was. It's always been NVENC encoder, but now we're on AMD hardware encoding. Danny says, I hate how AMD based cards show the ugly red name. You mean the kind of like the equivalent Founders Edition from direct from AMD? Are they that ugly? Let me see this. Let's see, 6700 XT Founders. I'm just gonna call it the Founders Edition. I can never remember what AMD specifically calls it, if they even have a name. Oh, you're talking about that right there? You don't like that? Yeah, I guess it kind of sucks that NVIDIA kind of did the same thing too, though. They locked theirs into green, which we all know green's a great color, but yeah, the AMD and I guess the newer NVIDIA Founders Edition don't lock it into that green color, but the older ones did. But yeah, for right now, yeah, AMD locking with the red highlights. Yeah, it doesn't match every color scheme. And it's unbroken with the 8-month membership. So I did add a 12-month membership badge. It's not the same theme as the current one, so if anyone, once people hit that, that's gonna be funny to see. But all right, I'm gonna start playing. So we're gonna be seeing a bunch of stuff pop up on the screen for a second here, but I'm gonna play everybody's membership that happened throughout the week, just because, you know, I feel like it should be recognized. when they join membership or when it renews. So we're just gonna get a bunch of them. It's gonna kind of spam, but this way everyone kind of gets the recognition. Which thank you everyone, by the way, for the support. Even if you aren't a member, just you being here and supporting the stream. But we're just gonna hang out and chat for a bit, give people a little bit of grace period to get into the stream before we get into the main parts of tonight, which is gonna be unboxing the 360A, the G360A from Phanteks, which just released today. You probably see a bunch of videos on them on YouTube. So I'll be doing a live unboxing and then kind of first impressions. We won't have time to build a system today, but I will eventually be building in that case. Also, did people see Linus's $12 PC part picking list from Twitter? I wanted to go through that. I wanted to give you all what I would do with that $12 allocation, as well as get people's opinions on what they would do from it. So I think that would be fun. And then typical Twitter submission stuff afterwards with maybe Brawlhalla. If we have time, if Twitter submissions doesn't last too long, maybe we can get some Brawlhalla games in with the viewers. It's a free game. It's a small download, 800 megabytes. So if y'all want to play, I'll put up a room and then we can get some matches in. No. Okay, so the $12 PC from Linus is not actually a $12 PC. I'll show it for a second here. I have it right here. So this is it right here. So with the $12, you have to choose from each row. You have a $1, $2, $3, $4, or $5 tier, and then you have to choose one GPU, one CPU, storage, and RAM. So it has to add up to $12 essentially. So you could do something like go for the entire $3 row, or you can like mix and match. Has the dirt cheap GPU flood begun yet? No, I don't think that's gonna officially happen yet until Ethereum switches over, right? From proof of work to proof of stake. Which, again, I don't follow crypto news all that close. GPU prices for the used market seems to have be back to where it was pre-pandemic, which is a little sad, right? 2 years ago, before the pandemic, you could get a GTX 1070 for $200. And now, 2 years later, when that should have dropped in value, it's still $200, which for $200, the performance isn't too bad, but still. It should have been like a $140 graphics card by this point, like easy. 80 degrees in your room and you may fall asleep. No worries, Christopher Kuhn. No worries at all. It is a nice, warm day today. We're supposed to get rain over here, though, in Western Washington. It's supposed to rain starting tomorrow throughout the weekend, so that's kind of a bummer. Oh yeah. Oh, Kevin, don't answer yet. I'm gonna ask people to answer later on. But okay, actually, let's see. 32 gigs of RAM, 30, 80, 5600X, and 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte SATA. Interesting. 4 terabyte SATA. I think I'll do mine later, but mine's pretty similar to yours. Thank you. I did get a haircut yesterday. Thank you for noticing, Christopher. In Texas, at least I'm finding 1070s and 580s for $175 and below. Yeah. So in the local market, you should be able to find cards for anywhere from like $10 to $20 or even $25 cheaper. I usually use eBay though as an indicator, just because that's, you know, that's the market for the masses. It doesn't take into account any like local once in a while sales and things like that, or once in a while good deals. Like eBay is the benchmarking price for like when you can pick up something at any moment in time. With no regional advantage, I guess I should say. What do I tell my barber? So I've been going to my barber. I've been going to her for, I think, 11 years now. So she knows. I tell her half on the side, and then take the same off the top. Because whatever, I think they end up cutting like half an inch or 3/4 of an inch off the side. That's when I usually go cut. And then she takes the same length off the top. But that's it. So half on the side, fade up, and then that's the cut. I don't know what the length on the top is. it's not a clipper length. She has to do it by scissor. What's the best to use for local guys? Yeah, like Jason from Dreller said, OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace. I try not to use Facebook Marketplace though, because it's attached to my Facebook account, which I could make a burner account, and I have. But then logging into two Facebook accounts is so annoying. So I just use OfferUp. It's a lot easier to like change my identity, because I don't want people like knowing. You know, if they're into PC parts, they might know who I am. So buying and selling, I don't want that known. Okay. So let's see. We are about 10 minutes into stream. Shane S, like, I'm curious how you should post a picture if you can on Twitter or something. If you make Gamers Next to Steve, who has, you know, Jesus hair, look like a crew cut, I'm curious how long your hair is. Oh no, it's not about the location. With regards to, oh, I see what you're saying. Change the location and then log into a different account. Christopher Coonan has Mormon housewife hair. Okay, so let's get into unboxing the G360A. I guess, how many people are interested in this case at all? I've built in a few Phanteks cases before. Phanteks, what's their cheapest case? Like the P300 or P400? Usually, I don't think their cases typically go that much lower than around 75 bucks unless there's like a really good sale or like clearance or something. So they're not really a budget case brand, but all the cases I've built in from Phanteks have been pretty nice. So let's go over to the test bench and we'll quickly unbox it. They sent over stuff, like quite a bit of stuff. I'm wearing flip-flops inside the house because you see I'm wearing flip-flops right here? Because I have to go upstairs and there's like, it's a construction zone, so yeah, I keep them on. But yeah, they sent over some stuff. We'll unbox this one actually, because we'll unbox the 360 AIO so that we can put it into the case just to see the fitment and stuff like that. But they also sent over their amp power supply. This is a pretty top tier, but in terms of being an A tier power supply, I am not sure if I've seen any A tier power supplies really under 100 bucks. They're typically starting at 100, so this is priced usually according to that. But these two are not the star of the show. This is also a new release in white, but they've had the 360 Glacier one for a while. So this is what most people should care about if you care about, you know, new case releases at all. And I need to pull the stream up on my phone so I can read the chat, because I cannot see my monitor from way over there. Give me 1 second to do that. I have to watch my own stream. Master Singleton says, I'm interested in the case as I'm planning on upgrading the case. Okay. I mean, the thing about cases is there's so many good options out there. I can already know if this is similar to like the P360, then I'm gonna already like it. But this one does have some changes, so let me get my box cutter. Alright. Is this zoomed out all the way? Yeah, so the MSRP for this case is $100 or $99. So that's the reference for if you're gonna try to compare it to other cases in the price range, like feature-wise. Let me get this out here. it's getting caught. It's getting caught on the handles that I pushed in. I pushed these handles in. These handle holes. Let me push these out real quick. There we go. Now it should slide out. Alright, in terms of foam, nothing special going on here. This is the stuff that flakes off if you accidentally break it at all. It makes a huge mess everywhere, so they didn't use any of the nice compressive foams. Yeah. But it's okay. Most case manufacturers don't spend too much on foam. Which means hopefully they could use that money and put it towards the actual case itself. Alright, so here it is. So let's pull it out. My chat is not refreshing on my phone for some reason. Let me see. I just missed a bunch of... I just missed so much chat. Okay, let's see. Drubler says, watching your ads is like Jay-Z drinking his own vodka. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Watching my ads when I pull it up on my phone. Yeah. True. Let's see. Yeah, fan and radiator support. This does have, so, yeah, fan and radiator support. It does have 360 support in the front and in the top. So for people who want the extra big radiators, that is nice. Okay, so in terms of the tempered glass, we do get this like this glued on lip right here. Wow, that is probably really hard to see because it's so bright. Let me bring this down a bit. Yeah, we do get this, the glued on lip with the 2 thumb screws that are capped in the back, so they stay attached to it, so that's nice. Yeah, I'm so over case manufacturers who do the holes through the glass. Like, they need to stop with that. Every tempered glass panel needs to have like lips on them. It's just so much nicer than having to deal with like 4 thumb screws and then it potentially falling out. It's way easy. Yeah. That's why I kind of like NZXTs. They do 1 thumb screw only, and they do the pop-in pins, but this isn't bad either. So, alright, in terms of the case, let's pop off the front panel. So, this does come with 3 included ARGB fans. So Phanteks calls it DRGB, which is digital RGB, but it's the same thing as adjustable RGB. Let's get the back panel off. Love my micro ATX cases over full size. Yeah, same here. I'm trying to think, does Phanteks have a micro ATX case? I know they have the P200, which is ITX, even though it's a bigger ITX. It seems like it's so close to a micro ATX. But I don't think Phanteks has anything in their current lineup like that's recent. That's micro ATX anyways. Okay, then let's get this front panel off too. Let's see how much force this requires. It's gonna be down here. Let me see. Getting the front panel off is always fun. Some cases it comes off easily. Some cases, oh, okay, that was really easy actually. I was like bracing myself to pull it off really tight, but can you see the mesh density? Yeah, I mean, this looks like similar mesh, the hole density to all the other Phanteks fronts, so I don't think they changed anything there. So this front panel does have these, what do you call these? These little knobs. I wish they would have done that on the side panels in the back too. Would have been nice to see that there, but Oh yeah, and then on the front too, they did do, I mean, this must have been just for like a visual design to not have a front like flat face. They did something like this on the P500 as well, something kind of similar, or it had like this V shape on it, but this one, it's like there's two V kind of indentations. But otherwise, I guess it adds some like non-flat texture to the front. It gives it a more of a unique look. And you can distinguish the case from like any previous iterations that are similar to it too. So yeah, there's the front. And then taking a look on the inside of the case itself. So if we look at the top aisle, and then we have a magnetic filter up top, but yeah, so this one, if you for whatever reason you're using old hardware that does not have like a ARGB header, then this one does have built-in buttons so that you can change LEDs and color modes and stuff like that. There is no USB-C, which I don't know how I feel about that. What do you guys think? So there's just two USB 3. I'm not sure if these are 3.1s or 3.0s, but there's just two standard USB Type A's. No USB Type C up front. So for a $100 case that's coming out in 2022, I feel like most cases would have USB-C. But I don't know, like in chat, how many people would care about that. Like how many people are using USB-C devices that don't have Type A on one end and C on the other. Yeah, USB-C is the smaller one. Yeah, so this is USB-C for reference. It's the one that you could flip and put both sides if the camera would focus on it. Yeah, so for me personally, I use an external drive like this. So this uses USB-C, and for transferring games and footage and stuff, it's just way faster. So, yeah, so for me, USB-C is important, but if it's not on the front, then I would just plug it into the back, because most motherboards would at least have one in the back. But it's a little bit more inconvenient. Let's see. So on the back here, we are looking at, there's two. I'm curious if this box has a third tray, but we do have these quick remove 2.5-inch trays. So all you do is put your SSDs in here, you screw that in. But then these they have two holes that these little rubber grommets, these little rubber screws with like a grommet head. You can put it on there and then just slide it into place and lock into place. So that's kind of nice. In terms of 3.5-inch drives, we do have two 3.5-inch drive quick remove sleds right here. So just pinch these in and they pop right out. Same thing here, put in your drive and then slide it back in. Let's see if I can get this back in. Oh wait, it's down here. Okay, okay, now let's look at the cable routing. Here's the backside. We don't have any breakaway PCIe covers, which is as expected on a case of this price range. So they each have their own individual screws and they can be removed and put back in. So none of that stuff that budget cases usually have. All right, so in terms of the front side, you notice, so for cable management, I like what's going on the right side of the case here, because you can see that there's holes that come out the side, as opposed to, you know, some motherboards have the holes directly on this surface. So when cables come out, they gotta make a bend. But here, they go directly sideways into it, so it kind of hides anything that's going on in the back that usually can be seen with when you have like bigger holes right here. Like any cables that cross back here, it's all hidden and stuff only shoots off to the side here. So that's kind of nice. None of these other holes have grommets or anything, which I'm kind of indifferent about. Some people like to have the grommets on there, but I I think one thing that I was talking to Drebler about recently, or he brought up, they always fall out when stuff comes when you put stuff into the grommeted holes and stuff. The grommets, they oftentimes just fall out and they could be a pain. So no grommets isn't the worst thing in the world, depending on your preference. So one difference between this one this case that now it can support the 360 radiator is right here. The basement, I believe, used to go all the way across. Now they have a cutout in the basement so that you can get a radiator down there. Now you're gonna have to do tubes up because I'm pretty sure, actually, we'll see, but I'm pretty sure you won't be able to get the barbs past here, and you have to put cables up. Yeah, because there's something blocking back here. And then in terms of for the cables on the bottom, you do have 2 holes down here for your, USB 2.0 HD audio, front panel connectors. So that's all good and standard. Let me look at chat for a second. Christopher Coonian prefers the grommet so you don't splice a wire splice, or I guess, well, it depends on how sharp the edges are, right? Like, I don't know, that it would require a lot of rubbing to accidentally mess up a wire through here, and it would have to be a thin wire, right? Any of the thick wires, like 24 pin connector for the motherboard, or USB-C is usually super fat and thick. Like, it would only be like the front panel headers, I would think, something like that thin, that would be an issue to potentially splicing due to like a sharp corner or an edge. But yeah, okay, so that's basically the brief overview of it. I don't see any major problems looking at this here. So let's get the AIO opened up and we'll see what the radiator looks like in there in the 2 different positions. MSRP of case, asked Drebler. Less than 400. What's the 4000D MSRP again? I forget. But this one is $100. I'm sure it'll go on sale for like 90 or maybe even 80. But 100 is the set MSRP, or the target price on release anyways. Price isn't too bad considering cases aren't cheap anymore. That's true. Like, if you've looked on Newegg recently for cases, it's hard to find a case that has, like, actually nice real addressable RGB fans, have like a tempered glass panel that doesn't have the 4 holes through the front, that's decent size, that has like good ventilation and good support for radiators. There's not that many cases that are like really good for much under, I would say, 70 or 80 bucks. Once you start going below that price point, you start to see corners being cut, or like, money saving tactics that they put into these cases. Actually, let me see. I was about to say, like, they start removing fans, or they give you fake fans, but I just realized we don't have a rear fan on here. So I need to look at other manufacturers or other brands. I don't recall which other ones around this price point, like from, let's say, Corsair or NZXT usually has a rear fan, but Cooler Master, Corsair, and all of those, be quiet. What $100 cases they offer if it has like ARGB fans and a rear exhaust fan. The rear exhaust fan, it would have been nice to have, even if it wasn't an RGB one. Even if they put a plain white one, I think it would have been nice to have. But I guess that's one thing for a $100 case that might put it behind others. Alright, and we're gonna take a look at it. We're not gonna put the fans on because that's gonna take way too long. But this is the so the Glacier 1. It has a really cool infinity mirror block cover on it, so that looks pretty nice. Okay, so let's pull this radiator out. So it's all white, which this case, I'm not sure how well it shows up on stream, but this is very white. So for the, people wanting to build white PC builds, which I do have a white PC build coming up, not using this case, but I do have like an all white parts build coming up. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find white parts, especially without paying a premium either. Load key cast. Danny, off topic, but it's time to grow a beard like Scatterbolt has recently. If I could grow a beard, I totally would, but I got those Asian genes that basically don't give me any facial hair. It's a blessing and a curse, because a lot of people that I talk to that have beards, they always complain about how often they need to shave, and like when they shave, it gets prickly and it's annoying for like a certain portion of it. And yeah, so I can't grow out the beard to get that, you know, nice rugged look, but I also don't have to worry about shaving, I guess. So yeah, it's got its pros and cons. Okay, so the way that this works is, so here's that infinity mirror block. Let me pull this out. And then, so it has its own, this is for the RGB right here, but it's magnetic, and I believe it just pops on like this. If I can get it on. There it is. Yeah, so it goes on magnetically, and bam, you got your block cover right here. Okay, so in terms of looking at it in the case, let's get this out of the way. Without the fans being on there, we'll zoom in too. So you have your, yeah, so it's a pretty tight fit for the top. Okay, so this case, the size of it is the exact same as the P360A. They did not, like, I looked up both of the cases on their website. The length, width, and height are the exact same. So they didn't make this bigger to get that 360 millimeter AIO support. They just, yeah, they just cut like a hole down here, and then they just expect you to use the full length up top here. So, like, trying to go into the case right here, it doesn't even go in directly. You have to come in at an angle, and when you're up in here, not sure if you can see, we'll switch over to Droid Cam. Yeah, so when you're up in here, look, this is the clearance you have. So this is just it laying, or I'll hold it up like this, but that's the clearance you have to the front, and this is the clearance you have to the back. So yeah, because they did not increase the size of the chassis overall, you do have a tight fit up there. And then if you want to go the radiator in front, all right, let me change it back to the other angle. Yeah, so going from up here, if you want to go to the front, you just bring it down into here. And then, so you will still have sufficient room for clearance for the fans and radiator up top, but it looks like it's a tight fit. It looks like a pretty tight fit. And then with regards to if you want to go tubes down, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to, because, actually, maybe, let me see. Nah, it's going to be too hard of a bend in the front. I'll show you what it looks like here, because I know some people are very all about the tubes down, but there's no way we could do that here. Like, you would have to get so much of a right angle on here that I think you would damage the tube to fit it into there. You see that? That's not going in. Actually, let me see. Maybe you only have to do it temporarily. Yeah, it's starting to put a lot of stress on here, so I don't know if I would recommend that. I think you probably could if you forced it in there, but it's pretty close. Let me see. Yeah. So it depends on how comfortable you are with, you know, putting a pretty tight bend on this right off the barb. But either way, I don't think tubes up is like the end of the world. I've run a lot of systems tubes up before with no issues. It just became an issue when Gamers Nexus covered it for a bit and people misinterpreted the information. But running it like this should be just fine. But yeah, that's pretty much the case. So let me hop over back in chat real quick. And if you have any questions or want any certain views or angles, I could give that. But let me see. No. Force is never a good thing. Yeah. So that's why I don't think you should run tubes down. It requires a little bit more force than I'm comfortable putting it in. Is there room for a push-pull fan system on that radiator in that case? Wait, what do you mean? Push-pull fan radiator? So you won't be able... Let me see, actually. That's a good question. So let me see, and I can just keep this camera angle going on. So if you want push-pull, you would need a fan on the front and back. So we'll use that as a reference. We'll pull out 2 fans, hold it, and then try to put it in the case. So I can tell you right now, you can't do push-pull in the front because these 2 fans, without the radiator, take up the entirety. Yeah, they take up the entirety. I'll show you with the droid cam. Let's see. Yeah, so you see that? So that's not going to support a radiator with that too, unfortunately. On the top, here, let's look at the top real quick. Let me hold this in here. You could do it on the top if you weren't trying to run dual 360 millimeters. Because if you look at here, actually no, you wouldn't be able to run it at the top either because you'll be hitting the motherboard. So no, you can't do push-pull. You can only run fans on one side of the radiator. There's not enough room. Yeah, you see that? How the 2 fans, we'll just pretend one of these fans is the thickness of the radiator. You're pretty much already going into the motherboard standoffs, so. Hopefully that was helpful. Put this back here. How are the thermals with your setup in the Hyte Revolt? So, the thermals, so I don't have an exhaust fan because the only one you can fit is 180mm one, and it's in like the worst place possible. But thermals on it are pretty good. As you see in the benchmarks, nothing went over, I think, like mid-70s on either CPU or GPU, like during gaming. And then I was monitoring it because I used the AMD encoder to render a video out in Premiere Pro. Yeah, temperatures on that was fine too. Never went over like mid-70s. So temperatures are good. And I would say it's not loud. This is strange. I'm using the AMD encoder on the 6700 XT. And as you can see, the fans aren't spinning. They're sitting static. So that's interesting. Streaming isn't putting... I mean, I don't know how much of a load streaming adds. Just streaming alone, because I'm not gaming too, right? So yeah, the fans aren't even spinning just for using the 6700 XT to encode the stream right now. Oh, you're right. Good point. Yeah, Raphael brought up a good point. I was trying to fit all the fans inside the case. You can push-pull on the front. Good, yep, you're right. Good point. Totally just forgot about the existence of the front fans. And Paul Mitchell mentioned that too. I totally didn't see that in chat. Did anyone else mention that? Lucky X Gaming says, "Hi, I decided what PC I'm getting. I'm going with the NZXT $1,000 PC. Which one? The $1,000 one. Which one does that have in it? That might not be the best value. Does that one have the 3050 in it? Please do not get anything with the 6700 XT though. How has the 6700 XT been so far? So the video went live on what? On Sunday. Today is my first full day using the system. I got it set up last night to start using, but I've only played one game called Rogue Company on it. I haven't tested it for my own gaming uses aside from the benchmarks. But I've been spending most of the time on the system. getting all my programs and stuff, because like I said, I started over. I did not clone or move over my existing drive. I did a fresh Windows install. So I've been spending the last few days figuring out which programs I need, getting them installed, getting plugins for, like, when I reinstalled OBS, I had to get all the plugins for Touch Portal, for the cam to work on my phone and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be like that probably for a little bit longer as I figure out what programs I need as the need comes up. But I'm loving the system so far. That case on top, or the handle on top rather, it is like my favorite thing ever. And AMD, being on an AMD graphics card, I haven't missed anything from NVIDIA yet. I rendered out the video, the benchmarking video, the comparison side by side, 3070 versus 6070 XT. That was all done on this system. It took like 4 minutes to render, I think, using the 6070 XT's hardware encoding. But yeah, I'm loving the system so far. No complaints being on AMD. One of the few AMD or content creators using AMD in their main systems. Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder, Chris. I need to play that thing. And offer you a puppy. Are you actually offering puppies? I'll take. Raphael asked, what's a good GPU? Uh-oh, is the stream buffering? No. It buffered on my end for a second there. But Raphael asked, what's a good GPU to match with the 12600KF? 3070 would be a pretty good pair for that. You could go 3060 Ti. Or if you don't mind AMD, the 6700 XT. Okay. So, oh wow, we're 40 minutes in the stream already? Did it take me that long to unbox and look at a case? Okay, so now we're gonna do the next thing. And also, if you have anything to submit to Twitter, the instructions are down below. I can turn the slide off now. And that should be a little better. But if you have anything to submit to Twitter, instructions are in the description. Please let me know your YouTube name as well in the tweet, just so I can know who you are on YouTube, and because people be having different names on different things. So I want to address you and know when you talk that I'm talking to the right person. So yeah, tag me and hashtag NopeStreams just so I can find it easier, and then we can go over anything you want. PCPartpicker lists, I could roast your setup, I could showcase and share your setup. If you have any articles that are interesting, we can pull them up. But while people are submitting to Twitter, right now we're gonna do the Linus $12 PC. I guess I shouldn't have called it a challenge, but we'll do the Linus $12 PC thing. So we'll pull that up right now. Paint. And if you want to find this, just look up Linus's Twitter account. And he tweeted it out just yesterday, so it shouldn't be too far in the history. But this is the challenge, or the budget that we're working with. So let me pull up Paint real quick. We got Microsoft Paint, so I can be circling stuff. All right. So you have $12 to spend, and you have to get one of each item. You gotta get one graphics card, one CPU, one storage bundle, and then memory. So you have your $1, $2, $3, $4, and $5 tiers. And wow, look at the bias here. Linus, are you an NVIDIA show? I see on the CPUs, Linus has both Intel and Ryzen. But look at this. He only gives options for NVIDIA for the graphics card. What is this? As a content creator that uses an AMD graphics card, I can say that they are perfectly viable. Plus, this questionnaire thing is probably not even specifically for content creators. There are plenty of people who may be budget minded and need to save money out there who would answer this questionnaire that might want AMD, right? What? Look at the bias. How much is Linus getting paid here? Is he getting paid this $10 that he's holding? Is that what they paid him to only show NVIDIA cards? Come on, Linus. Anyways. Hey, thanks for the shorthand Twitter link, Chris. That is very helpful. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, what you have to do is spend $12. It's not really a challenge per se. I just called it a challenge because I'm dumb and I couldn't find a better word to explain it. But I guess there are a lot of ways to do this. So if you all in the chat want to put, you don't have to. Actually, yeah, if you could put the whole combo, because I can't see it on, you know, you don't have a screen I can look at. But if you can put which 4 parts you would choose to add up to $12, do so, and then we'll go over some of them. But here's how I would personally do it. So you could start with the whole $3 tier and you get your 12 bucks. But honestly, I've said this on multiple streams in the past, I just don't find the i5 12600K good value. And I'm doing this as like, what would I choose for my own personal PC? If Linus came up to me and said, here's a list of stuff you can choose from, and it's yours for free, what would you choose to use? And you can't resell it, because I saw some people answering Linus on Twitter. They were like, I just grabbed two 3090s so I could sell them and then build myself a new computer. I'm like, that's not the point of this. The point is to get a usable PC at the end of it, and what would you choose? And not just choose the thing that's like, that you could resell for the most, right? So, yeah, it would be cool if he had more options. Like on the CPU, you could choose either a Ryzen 7 or i7, but the fact that he alternated it means AMD must have paid him a little bit too, right? But so the way that I would have done this is, for the graphics card, honestly, I mean, I play at ultra wide 1440p, but I've been perfectly content with my 2060 up to this point, and now I'm on the 6700 XT. With the 3070 being even a little better than it, I would be perfectly happy with my computer having a 3070 in it. I don't need anything more. And so that's what I would pick there. And then for I'm not going to answer the CPU yet, because it was kind of like the last thing to choose. The next thing I would have chosen is the storage, because as a data hoarder and as a content creator, someone who wants like fast like storage options, obviously the 8TB NVMe would have been nice, but it's just way too much. Like I had to cut back a little bit, so I would have chosen the 2TB NVMe with the 4TB. And if people didn't know, this is SATA SSD. So this is still SSD storage. You have 6GB of SSD storage spread between an NVMe and a SATA drive, because he would have put hard drive in it if it was that same thing. But this is a SATA SSD, and we know that because 4TB SATA here is $3 right here, and then 4TB HDD is $1 here. So going up here, we know for sure this is a 4TB SATA. But next, afterwards, how much do I'm at $7 and I have $5 left. So we have $3 and $2. That's how the spread's gonna be. Between these, like I said, I don't really value the i5, so I would pick the 5600X. It's good enough performance. All the streaming, all the video encoding that I do is gonna be with the 3070 anyways, so this is just fine. And then that puts me at 32GB. It is a little bit weird. I guess I could operate on 16 if I had to, but yeah, I guess I wouldn't choose 16 and 12 600K. But this is what I would end up on my list. Let's see what people have on theirs. Drebler chooses the rich, wow, he's just got a 4TB hard drive and 8GB of RAM. Okay, so Jason would just choose these two up here. Let me choose a different color. So this is what Jason would choose, these two and these two, like a troll. Alright, what else do we have? Kevin Ngo has 32GB, similar to me. 3070, similar. 5600X, similar. Oh, did Kevin Ngo and 4TB SATA? Wait, what did he do? Oh, Kevin. No, wait, no. I circled that wrong. Wait, so we got Kevin 32, 3070. Okay, so that's it. That's the same. Okay, that's the same as my choice. So Kevin would agree with me. What else? We got Master Singleton with 32GB of RAM, 5600X, 4. Okay, so also the same, says Master Singleton. Bubble Tea Builds. So Dilly from Bubble Tea Builds, he's got the 3080. The 12600K. Wow, he's upping each. I bet he's gonna go down a tier for the next two then, right? 1 plus 3. Oh, he goes down 2 tiers and keeps the 32 gigabytes of RAM. So let's take a look at this combination. 3080, 12600K, 1 terabyte SATA. Oh man, this would be for your personal system. I feel like 1 terabyte of SSD storage, like, to be honest, between the NVMe and the SATA is not that big of a deal. But just 1 terabyte of the storage though. I mean, you got your OS in there as well as all the other programs. That's gonna take up like what, 70-ish gigs or so. And then games are huge. So I guess if you're, as a content creator, I value storage and like quick storage to be able to move video files around and still keep like a decent archive before I send them to my NAS. But 1 terabyte, when you have a choice, I guess, yeah, I would have totally, that's what I basically did. I knocked down the 12600K because I didn't think it was worth the extra dollar over it. But all right, so that was Bubble Tea builds. What else do we have? Shauner is choosing the 3080, the 5600X, the 4 terabyte SATA, and 32 gigs. So Shauner's very similar to what Kevin Ngo and I chose. Just the only difference is upped the graphics card one and then took a little bit of a hit down here on the SSD. So honestly, all of these, most of these are viable choices. As long as you're choosing things above the $1 line, they're all pretty much viable. Because obviously, like, not having an SSD for the 4 terabyte hard drive selection, like, in this day and age, it's really hard to do. Like, you need an SSD. 8 gigabytes of RAM, that's just not cutting it in this day and age. The i3-12100 isn't that bad, but what we're going to do in a second here, after, we're going to go down to the $8 budget soon, right? So we're gonna take a price cut in a second here, but yeah, then we're gonna have to start using the $1 tiers. But I wanna, no, you did your math right, Shauner. Thanks for your submission. What else do we have? Extreme Zone chooses, where is it? Did that comment just get deleted? Does the full 12 have to be spent? No, you don't have to spend the full 12. This is just saying, like, that's the budget you're working to and you're trying to, like, spend it. But we're going to do an $8 budget one in a second here. We got Jucifer with the... What does Jucifer have? What do Drew's? 5800. Okay. Drew's good with 16 gigabytes of RAM. 3 terabyte with the 1 terabyte, and then is Drew going for the 3080? 4422. Yep, $12. So yeah, Drew is a gamer. I don't believe Drew content creates, so 16 gigabytes would work. And then I guess, yeah, 1 terabyte might be enough for his games. But okay. All right, now we're gonna, let me see if I, give me 1 second. Let me modify this real quick. Here we go. Here we go. If I can get this. All right. We're gonna go. There we go. We got that, and then we're gonna take this paintbrush right here. Oh wait. So we're gonna go the quick Nobe gave you $8 to build a PC. Pick one from each category. So you have $8 to spend. How many of you trolls are gonna choose a 3090 and then $1 everything else? Let's see your $8 being spent. But all right, so let me think about this real quick. Realistically, how would I choose this? Well, now I'm gonna pretend I'm not a content creator anymore. I think, yeah. So let's see. We'll go. I'll do it in green. So I'm gonna go that because no one should have everyone needs SSD in their system. But for everything else, yeah, you can't go with 8 gigs. I feel like most people, you gotta lock yourself into the $2 categories here. So now, do you just go straight across the row like this? Or do you say, you know what? I'm playing at 1440p. Give me the 3070 and the i3 12100 will run it decently well. Honestly, dang. I guess with $8, this might be the move. This might be the move right here. But let's see what everyone else says. Let me fill this in. You get way less options, huh? Alright. So we got Kevin Go with a 16 gigabytes, 12100, 3060, and a 4 terabyte SATA. Alright, so I was not expecting that option. $8 for Shauner looks like 3060, 5600X. Yep, so Shauner, same with me, went straight across the board. Let's see. Then we have Chris. Where's Chris's? I just saw it. Christopher Coonan went 3060. Yep. Okay, so all 2s across the board. So maybe the $8 budget doesn't give as many options, especially because you kind of have to be locked into the RAM and storage at the $2 options. Ish says 30. Wait, well, so Ish is doing the. I think Ish is doing the $12 challenge, but let's see, 3090, 5600X. 4 terabyte, and then 16 gigs. So Ish is doing the 5 plus 3. Yep, okay, so yeah, that was the $12 challenge for Ish. They really want that 3090. Shane Eslick, 4 terabyte SATA. 16 gigs of RAM, got it. Shane. Then you got your 3060. Also, wait. Shane, I think okay, yep, you're good. You are good. So you're giving up on the processor to get more of that SATA SSD storage. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think there's not gonna be too much variation on these ones. And then let's see. Kale130 says no HDDs because my OS would have to go on that. So your existing one. We got Ryan, aka Ribomaniac. We got 3050. Oh, someone's choosing a 3050. That's the first, alright. And then we got. So Ryan has a degree in like film production stuff. So he is familiar with Premiere Pro and things like that. So let's see. What is Ribomaniac? 4 terabytes here. And then $4 left over or for a sippy. Wait, what? What's the math on this? 3 plus that's 6. Oh no, you said this. I got that wrong, Ryan. This is what you're doing. $4 left over for sippy. So Ryan just went straight $1 across the board, and then he's gonna buy himself a sippy. All right. Sippy, let's go. Let's see what else. What did Shane go with on? Okay, yep. Shane went with the 3060 plus i3. Master Singleton goes this right here, 3050. i3 and 16 gigabytes of RAM. Okay. I mean, honestly, everything given. Okay, so here's a nice thing about this little challenge that Linus made up. Everything aside from this 4 terabyte hard drive could serve as a very good bare minimum. Like, I love the 12100F. If this is what you have to start off with right here, I have no problems about it. I would say start off with that, upgrade to an i7 or i5 later down the road, that's fine. 3050, the price, if you can get it on B-Stock's not too bad. But also, there's nothing, especially if you want to stay with NVIDIA, aside from the $300 RX 6600, you don't really have much from current offerings unless you start going used. But then, can you really find used? Like, even the used RTX 2060s and stuff like that, they still cost way too much for their performance level. So 3050 being 250 MSRP, you know, when it actually goes on sale every once in a while at that, that's not a bad option either to start off with. And then, oh, I guess 8 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, so these two are bad. But nobody really chose those, realistically. So for the core components, CPU and GPU, they didn't really give anything that was horrible or bad options. It was only the storage and RAM that was. So you could basically everything else here, like you can't really go wrong choosing, right? Everything else in that box. So it was interesting to see though the different options people chose when given $15 because there was more variability. So 3090. All right, let's see what Chris has got here. Chris says 3090 i3 4 terabyte and 8 gigabytes. Yeah, just max out on that right there. All right, so yep, that was the little fun little activity we had going for today. Let me see, let me get rid of paint now. Bye bye Linus meme. And let's see, so let's take a look at, let's take a look over on Twitter real quick, see if we got any submissions. We do have some submissions. Oh, not too many today, so we might have time for Brawlhalla. Because Twitter submissions, right now we only have one. So if we get through that and there's no other submissions, then we'll go into Brawlhalla for people who do want to play. Also, y'all don't hear that right now? Like, you don't hear anything, right? Is the sound coming through fine? Because there's something going on upstairs that's very, very loud right now. And, no, not the music. There's construction work going on outside. And it's very loud to me. Awesome. That AI, man, from OBS or the mic or whatever, the AI for noise suppression, clutch. No power tools have been heard. Got it. Kale130 says, wish AMD cards were a choice in that. Yeah, I agree. It would have been nice to see. Well, so if AMD cards were there, it would need to, the tier would need to be moved, right? Like, you can't put a 3070 next to a 6700 and call them both the $3 tier, because then the 3070 is kind of the obvious choice. Because I don't think there's anything that AMD offers over Nvidia. The thing that they offer over them is the lower price. But in terms of performance or like encoders and stuff like that, I don't think they should be on the same level and put at the same price. So yeah, it would have been cool to see that list with like a 6700 XT at the $2 tier and see if people would choose that over the 3060, for example. But yeah. I don't think, no. The noise suppression, I think that's all through OBS or with the NZXT capsule. It's not, I'm not using AMD's equivalent of RTX voice. Yeah, at least I don't think so. Maybe I need to look into this, because I'm also surprised at how good the noise suppression was. I did not think OBS was that good at filtering out noise. Maybe, Chris, Coalition Gaming Chris, are you driving home from work right now? Do you have any comment on this? He is the stream technician. He actually knows a lot about this. So, if Chris was there, I'll ask him after the stream. Oh, also, we might have better, which I do want to give a shout out to Chris, by the way, because he was able to find a great deal on this Sony. So this is the Sony A5000. Chris made 2 videos about this recently. He made one about it in general, like the pricing and stuff like that, as well as a video on how to set it up for streaming. So he bought 2 of them. It was kind of by accident. So he bought one from Korea. This is the one from Korea, and it ended up like not coming in for whatever reason. So then he found another one, bought it so he can make the video, and then the one from Korea showed up. So he said, hey, I got this for a good price. I'll sell it to you for the exact same price. Do you want it? This camera costs less than the Elgato face cam that I'm using, and it gets better picture quality. I'm waiting for a micro USB, oh no, not micro USB, a micro HDMI cable, because I don't have micro HDMI. It's just not something I ever used. So I'm waiting for that to come in. So next week's stream hopefully will look a little bit crispier using this as the main cam. So yeah, shout out to Chris for that. Oh, yep. We have summoned him. I don't know if it was talking about the camera that summoned him or what, but let's see. Yeah. Chris's favorite noise suppression is Speaks. I don't even have that set up, I don't believe. Actually, let me see. Do I have that? Maybe it might be that. Let me look at my filters. Noise suppression. Oh, I am using the Speaks noise suppression filter. I guess it did move over when I brought all the stuff over from my backup for my scenes and profiles. Oh, so it must just be the Speaks low CPU usage, low quality, huh? So yeah, it's whatever. I think that's included with OBS. I didn't install anything for that, so. Okay, let's go over to Twitter, and then maybe we get some Brawlhalla in. Oh, we got some stuff. We got Bubble Tea builds, anime build submission. Okay, let's go. All right, so we got Cool Surfer, who says, "Hey, no budget. I just found out that an i5 10400F is really bad with Fortnite, and that's why I'm losing frames on performance with my RTX 3060, and because the 3060 is too powerful for the 10400. I need to look into that. That's funny that it's bad specifically with Fortnite. Fortnite is actually bad with a lot of hardware, but for it to specifically be bad with the 10400F, I was not aware of that. And I'm going to upgrade to the i7-10700. Will this be good with my... would it be good with your 3060? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Some people would say the 10700 could handle a higher end card, so you could always upgrade either next generation or down the line if you want. But yeah, that's not a bad pairing at all. And I would look more into that 10400 and Fortnite performance issue. Like, is this a widely known problem? I think it's honestly, I blame Fortnite more than I blame Intel. But if the i7 is gonna fix your issues and Fortnite is the main game you play, then there's not much else you can do except to upgrade, unfortunately. Also, what's the difference between the 10700, 10700F, KF, and K? Yeah, so the only difference is, so the Ks, the two Ks here is unlocked. So if your motherboard supports it, then you could overclock. But I'm guessing since you had the 10400, what do you have, the 10400F? I wouldn't guess that you have a what generation is this? Z400 motherboard. So I would either get one of these two, and they should be cheaper too. K processors are a little bit more expensive. F non-K right here should be the cheapest one if you don't need the integrated graphics for anything at all. Or you could get this one if you find it for the same price. But yeah, 10700F would be what I would go with if I'm trying to save the most money between these four, assuming you don't have an overclockable motherboard. But yep, hopefully that answers your question and is helpful. Alright, we got Gaming Lemon. Gaming Lemon says, YouTube username is Legend So Cool. Alright. My one question is with the 10400F if it would be better getting a 10100F since it's the F model. So the F doesn't affect like the base clocks, boost clocks, or anything like that. It should be the same if I'm recalling correctly. It just doesn't have that integrated iGPU portion of it. Hey, we're playing the CAPTCHA again, as always. How good can Danny identify buses? Bus. Okay. Alright, so here's a parts list from Gaming Lemon. Here's a PC part picker list they made earlier today. So we're looking at a $1,150-ish build. Okay. I think the music's a bit loud. Let me down it a little bit. On my end too. Okay. So here's a PC part picker list for roughly $1,100 to $1,200. 12400F, pretty solid. Master liquid. Okay, that's okay too. This is wait, what? No. Never mind. Okay, I would not recommend this cooler in the slightest because 120mm AIOs, their performance isn't all that great. In terms of performance per dollar value wise, you're better off going with a $20 to $30 CPU cooler, especially if you only have a 12400F. These don't run crazy hot. I've used a $20 tower cooler with this and it runs like phenomenally. So I would not get this. I would save the extra $40 or $45 and down the cooler to a non-liquid one. Just a tower, you know, Amazon $25 tower cooler. Motherboard looks fine. B660 silicon power, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 3200 CL6. Is this the one that has like pretty? Yeah, this one has a pretty plain heat sinks, which again, I mean that's fine. You're paying only, wow, is it that cheap? 32 gigabytes of RAM, really going for $95 right now. I guess it's because this one doesn't have RGB or anything. Okay, and then we got 2 terabyte NVMe. That's fine. 3060 for under 400. Where's that? Newegg has it for $390 right now. 60 over MSRP, but not too bad. And then Deep Cool Matrix case, Matrix 40. Which one was this again? Okay, this is the one with the kind of bars in the front. So a budget case, and then 750 watt EVGA GQ power supply. Okay, yeah, so this feels kind of weird at the $1,200 price point, but it is because the 3060 in here is still a little bit overpriced, and then this cooler right here. But everything else looks fine. You could get this under $1,100 by making the modification here. Or it gets it exactly to $1,100. But yeah, the 2 terabyte of storage. Storage is a weird thing to spend money on, kind of, because some people don't value SSD storage all that much. It doesn't give you any additional gaming performance or anything like that. And you know, this right here is eating up nearly $200 of the budget. But if you ever had like a 2 terabyte SSD or 2 1 terabyte SSDs, just knowing that you have that much storage that's fast, it's pretty nice. So, yep, that's how I would change this list anyways. Thanks for submitting the PCPartpicker list though, Gaming Lemon. Let's see. We got Shauner in the house with built this during the stream. Not quite done. Wait, which stream did you build this during? This stream? Or not last week's stream, right? Or the other week's stream? You built this during this stream? Very nice. Let's see. So you're not done, but that's fine. Lee 215. I like that case. Mostly white build. We have a black 3060 Ti as well as a black which motherboard is that? I cannot tell from the graphic. Can anyone tell from the graphic there? But I like everything that's, first of all, yep, like this ID cooling. Cooler, the Oloy RAM, and then the white cable combs. Interesting. Wait, what's going on here, Shauner? I just noticed this. Do you trim the ends off of here? I see you're using the 24-pin cable comb on the graphics on these so that you can keep them together. But do you trim off the ends at all, or do you intend to leave it on? Drucifer says, my OS is on a 120 gigabyte M.2 and I just have everything else on the other storage. Definitely not a focus. Drebler, can you hook our man Drew up here? 120 gigabytes? Because 120 gigabytes, when you check in Windows, what is that really? Isn't that like 100 or even less? Maybe it's like 10 something. But it's not a true 120 gigabytes. And then you have Windows taking up like however much Windows is these days after all the updates. That's rough. Do you have other SSDs though? I forget, Drew. Did Shauner answer, or is he gone now? Star 5328 says, I have two 120 gigabyte SSDs in my computer. Law software RAID for game drive. it leaves like 55 gigabytes free at the end of it. It's been, I don't know when the last time I installed an OS on a 120 gigabyte drive has been. If I do, I'm trying to do a budget build coming up, like maybe $200 or $300. Even then though, like, for the benchmarking, I have to use a different drive because I benchmark games that can't fit on a 120 gigabyte drive. But for people on an ultra budget and they buy like those Optiplex builds, yeah, then I can see them using like a $5 or $10 120 gigabyte drive. Oh, you got 240. Okay, that's slightly better, Drew. Okay, and then we have bubble tea builds with, I think this is the final submission for the night. So not too many submissions tonight, but we got the anime. I love, okay, look at this setup upgrade. RTX 3060, 32 gigabytes, and then just anime. Like that's one of the components to the case, just anime. And then 1070K, Z73, and then 1440p. Oh, Z73 1440p, sorry. And then, oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this weeb. I'm just kidding. Alright, so here's the case. We got little anime faces. What is this face called again? The slightly inappropriate face. Kind of like their... I'm not gonna say it, but you know the face. We got anime on this little information panel in the back. What is this? Is it just like a pixel art thing that you could put any picture you want on? And then this looks like a vinyl on the front here with like a sticker bombed PSU shroud. Wait, did I miss something in wait, what am I missing in the chat with Shane here? Let me scroll back. Silly puppy, my friends Cavalier got out. Got out and got hit last Sunday night. Oh no. Sorry for your friends. I guess, was it a puppy or a full-grown dog? But sorry for your friend's dog. Oh no, a puppy too? Oh my. I mean, it's bad even if it wasn't a puppy, but my goodness. Sorry to hear that, Shane. Sending lots of love. It feels weird to now go back to this anime bomb PC. Sorry we rained on your parade, bubble tea builds. But thank you for submitting your super weeb setup. Look at this. I can't tell if bubble tea builds did this just for the showcase or if this is how it always is, 100%, 24/7, 365 a year. But yeah. But okay, so that's pretty much it for that. We have so much time. If people are trying to play Brawlhalla, we can do that. I actually already have Brawlhalla up and ready to go. See? There it is. Okay. So let me chill with chat for a bit though before we do that. Just make sure, because anytime I'm occupied with something, I do miss out on quite a bit of chat. So right now, undivided attention to chat for a bit as we start to get Brawlhalla set up, which I already see Drebler log on to Brawlhalla. Wow, that was fast. Let me see. Oh, yeah. $1,200 bill. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can do that real quick. So get your Brawlhalla set up. We should be able to do this pretty quick. Did Tommy didn't submit anything, did they? Okay, no, they didn't. So yeah, we can do that since there wasn't as many people. So we know we want a... Okay, so with Brawlhalla, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flash the screen and it's gonna have the lobby number for you to join. But we're gonna do this $1,200 PC real quick. We'll do 1200 because with the 6700 XT, that's already eating up $500 of the budget. So we're gonna go to PC Builders. We're gonna do this very quickly. I don't know, Tommy. What do you need to do with the build? What's the cheapest 8-core 16-thread CPU I can think of? 8-core 16-thread. Did the 9700K? Oh, 1 second. I think that's the contractor. Hello. I think so. Anyway, maybe not. Give me 1 second. Nope, we're good. That was some other random knocking. Let me take a look real quick. So 9700K, yeah, like I thought, it's not hyper threaded. They didn't start hyper threading till 10th gen. I was confused for a second there. So yeah, the Ryzen's AMD. His favorite, the Ryzen 1700 would be the one that Chris said. I think that's the only one I can think of as well. But okay, so we're gonna fill in the video card first. Is Tommy in chat right now? TommyTX says, let me see. You have $1,200. What are you using this build for? Is it strictly gaming, content creation, streaming, etc.? I missed it if you said anything above. Sorry. But we're going to fill this out with the 6700 XT first. And we're just going to choose... Ooh, let's see. The XFX Speedster. Alright. This one is $480 right now. From where? Where is this $480 from? Amazon. Wow. Dude. I like how, like... Amazon's carrying a decent amount of graphics cards that are priced well right now. For a long time, I just never looked at Amazon. It was just like Newegg. Sometimes Best Buy, Newegg. Sometimes B&H Photo. But Amazon has been coming in clutch ever since the like downward trend of graphics card prices. So, in terms of $1,200 PC, we're already starting off using almost $500 of the budget. And let's start... So what we should do is fill out everything that we know we need no matter what. Like storage, we're gonna pick, I'm gonna guess at least, so you mainly play Apex and want to stream. Okay, so with that, we could, I mean, 32 gigabytes is cheap enough. It's not even gonna cost that much more. And it'll quote unquote future proof, even though I kind of hate that word. So let me fill this out with, let's see, M.2 with the M.2 drives. How can where's the 1 terabyte capacity at a minimum? Okay. Oh man, there's so many drives to choose from. Let's keep going. We're trying to keep it basically to $100 1 terabyte drive or less. And I feel like brands be coming up with new SSDs every single day. I've used the SX8100 before, and they don't have a DRAM list. DRAM's not the most important thing, but if you can get it for not much more, there's no reason not to choose it. For now, I'm gonna choose the Cardea Zero Z330. You can change anything you want, but I've used this drive before. I've used a lot of drives before for no issues, but we're just gonna choose that to fill in the price. SSDs, honestly, you can go with so many different brands. As long as for 1 terabyte, if you stay around like the $80 or more, you can't really go wrong. It's when you start trying to go for the really cheap ones is when you have the ones that have performance issues for like bigger file transfers and stuff like that. Okay, so we're just trying to fill it up now with the bare minimums of what we need. 32 gigabytes is what we're going to be looking for. And we'll go 2x16 just to give you more spots, or unless we choose a motherboard that only has 2 spots, but 2x16. And we're gonna sort by lowest price. We don't know what processor we're using yet. Whether it's AMD or Intel, but I think 3200 CL16 is pretty standard. I usually don't advocate for buying like B-die or like CL14 very fast RAM because the price quickly goes up and I don't think the performance is really worth paying that much for. That money could be spent better elsewhere, but in my opinion. But let's see. Yeah, so we got a bunch of different RAM. Do you care about RGB at all? We're just building a quick $1,200 list for TommyTX right now, just to see what we can get. And I think the thing that they're gonna care the most about is gonna be like the motherboard, the CPU, and the GPU, because everything else you could really switch out. But it's trying to see what kind of performance on the core components we can get. And I'm gonna be a little bit conservative and try to. We're gonna have to go. We have to specify the desktop memory. So for $100, yeah, you can choose a bunch of different ones. Is there any RGB kits? Do you care about RGB at all, Tommy? Don't care about RGB. Okay, so you just answered that. I think the Vulcan Z's are pretty solid. Here's 3600 CL18. It's first world latency. It's gonna be the same as a 3200 CL16. So we're gonna add this one for $100. Anything on case, micro ATX, mini ITX. Hopefully not mini ITX, because then that's where we'll start seeing premiums for power supplies. We're gonna go with we're gonna go with at least 600 watts. See what we have. Aries game, nope, we're not gonna go with those. So let's just do pick a quick B tier. $55 right now for the Asus TUF Gaming 650 watt. Yeah, there's not gonna be much better value than this right now, so we'll add that to the list. We're already at $716. What are we missing? We're missing the case. Yeah, we're going with 32 gigabytes because it's not I guess this one's $100. You're already paying around, I guess, 60 or 55. We could say $50 here. Like, I would go for 32 gigabytes over 16 gigabytes and like B-die, but Aorus power. Tommy, what kind of case are you trying to go for? Micro ATX or ATX, standard mid tower? CL16 3600. I'm not sure if that one's gonna be. To check the RAM die, you have to look specifically for that model and Google it and see if anyone has like discussed it. Because manufacturers on purpose, they leave that out so that if they use lower quality dies, you know, people can't compare them side by side. So you have to look at specific RAM reviews if you want to find out, if you don't have the RAM yourself. Trebler says, I'm done with EVGA B stock PSU. I had 2 gold rated ones. They die in the last 1 month. Didn't they arrive DOA or did they die after being used? Yeah, so for the power supply, I think EVJ would... How much do they have those ones for? Are those $40 on EVJ B stock? They do have the EVJ GD 2019 model, 600 watts. But at that point, I would say to get a new power supply and get a longer warranty, because I think EVJ B stock on power supply is 1 year, I'd pay a little bit extra. I mean, $54 for this power supply is not bad at all. Saving $15 here, I don't think would be too worth it. Thermaltake P3 case. Let me see. I've never used a P3. Oh, is this case any good? I mean, it's a very unique case for... I've never used this personally. There's nothing wrong with it. It is pretty open-aired, so your parts inside could get dustier. Could get dusty pretty easily. This is like a very showcase, maybe even mount on your wall type of case. But I don't have personal experience using it, so... I can't speak on that, unfortunately. Did Tommy reply about the actual case size? Tommy might be gone, so I might be doing this for no reason, unfortunately. But let's just finish this out. $700. We have to choose a case. We'll choose a $100 case-ish. Actually, let's see. What's the cheapest decent case that is mid-size? We'll do a mid-tower. Yeah, we're not gonna start getting into kind of nicer cases until we get to $70, I bet. Yeah, all the stuff down here, I'm just gonna say it. Anything under $65 is kind of cheap or old. So we're gonna be trying to choose something around maybe the $80 mark. Some of these other cases, they look fine, but you really gotta do your research about the fans that they include in them. Like this one, the fact that it uses Molex fans and it's not true RGB, like that's a big turnoff for me. Like companies kind of cutting corners a little bit. It's fine if you find it on sale and you use it in like a lower end or older build, but for a new $1,200 build, that's not what you want to be looking for. I mean, there's a lot of case options. I'm just trying to find something that we're already into the $80 mark. Oh, sorry. I think I'm too close to the mic and I'm getting too excited and loud. Thanks for the heads up, Jeff. I appreciate that. We could do, dude, no, let's choose the G. Is this available like to buy yet? I don't think it is. What's wrong with the filter? Nope, so the new Phanteks case is not available yet. At least on PCPartpicker. Cheapest Phanteks case. I mean, you can go with like something like a P360A. No problems with this case. And it is $90. Let me take a look at Lee and Lee. Game DS Talos E3. Talos E3. Why does this... Oh, is that the micro ATX one? No, I do have everything on here. So why is the Talos not showing up? It's the Talos E3 anyways. Huh. The case you just opened on stream... Yeah, so that's not available, but we can choose something that's basically the same price. So we have the P400A and P360A. This one's supposed to be $100, so assuming, let's say you bought that, we'll choose this one. No, this is 90. So we'll choose a $100 filler. We just can't choose it right now because it's actually not available. Today's the launch day, but it may not be the actual available to buy day. All right. So we have a little bit under $400 left to spend. So right now my mind is going straight to 12400F, compatible motherboard, and like a tower cooler. And you're gonna say, I think you're gonna come out with a little bit of extra money in the end, or the tax will be taken care of. So yeah, we're gonna go with the $170 12400F. Now we're at basically $1,000. Choose a CPU cooler. We're gonna go with let's see what we have. ID cooling. Let's say you go with the white one. Yeah, we're gonna go with this $20 ID cooling. This is a Hyper 212 equivalent, essentially. And now we just need to choose a motherboard. And we're actually just a bit over $1,100. We'll go for a B660. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do the manual one because I think they're just trying to look for an overall list, and they'll know how to do that. So in the interest of saving time, of all of these, so what's the cheapest option we have? We're not gonna get an H610 just because no. I think that only has like 2 memory slots too, so there's no room for expansion if you do want to in the future for whatever reason. Yeah, so we do have the Gigabyte B660M. I might go with that if there's no other cheap. So we're looking at 110 for this one. And then we have a bunch of other B610s. ASRock Pro for another $10. I've not used this one, unfortunately. You could go with it. Honestly, the B660M, when I checked my like Cinebench scores and everything else against other benchmarks that people did, there wasn't any like performance hits or like performance throttling due to it. So we might use that one because the price is quickly going up. MSI B660, isn't this the one that Gamers Nexus recommended for just out of like the B660 roundup? So you're either paying 100 and how much is this one? 140 or 110. Honestly, for the 12400F, I would go with the B660M. If you know in the future you might want to upgrade, then we could look at Z690 boards. But it all depends. So the last thing we need to do is fill in the motherboard. I would fill it in with how come it's not letting me choose it? I would go with the 110 B660M. Right now we're coming in at $1,116. How do I share this? Yeah, so I would go with this. Obviously, you can make small changes here and there if you want. If you want to save some money, you can go down to 16 gigabytes of RAM. You could stream on 16 gigabytes of RAM. But when you're streaming and you're gaming and you might have Chrome tabs and you're blasting music and you have like stream effects and stuff, it could start pushing it. So 32 gigs is so cheap right now. You get a little bit more RAM per dollar spent if you just double it. Other than that though, yeah, you're getting your 6700 XT, you're getting a 12400F, which pairs well with it, and you're getting a pretty nice case, $100 case. There's plenty of cases you can choose from if you change your mind. Feel free to change it up, but yeah. Yeah, the MSI Pro, the A Pro, yeah, for low budget, but still, that's 25% more than what this one costs, or $30 more. So, alright, hopefully that helps. Also, feel free to tweet out and tag on Twitter if later on, once you actually get to build, like purchasing, if you have any more questions, and then yeah, we can go from there. But Brawlhalla time, let's go. Are people okay? No one's in the stream. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring Brawlhalla up in the stream. The room number is on there. So here, let me, Jason, I'm gonna ping you to get you in here. Chris, are you there? Are you ready for Brawlhalla? Oh, are you in? Oh, I see you. Okay. Okay. Hey, what's up, Brian Miller? So we're playing Brawlhalla now. We're playing with the viewers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the screen with the room number. Whoever is the quickest to be able to type it in will be able to play. Can I kick people just so that we can get... Let me see. I can kick. So we're going to try to cycle everybody through. Oh, I got to hook up my controller. We're going to try to cycle everybody through, but for the order, we're just going to go first come, first serve. Then as people play, I'm gonna kick people if they join again before we get through the whole list. So just to give everyone a chance to play as well. So I'm gonna bring up Brawlhalla. I'm gonna give people time. Get your Brawlhallas loaded up as I find my controller. Give me 1 second. If I can find my micro USB cable, because that's gonna be pretty important. I'm starting to struggle in terms of finding micro USB cables. I've for the most part, transition to USB-C, like, because that's what my phone uses. That's what, like, the Elgato Facecam uses. That's what I think this mic uses, USB-C. So a lot of my stuff is already on USB-C. So there's not much reason to have micro anymore, except for like these old Xbox controllers and a couple of other things. So I'm starting to, like, when I need the cable, I can't find it instantly because I've, you know, started replacing them with with USB-C. Hopefully this cable works. The controller did turn on. Yes, okay, that works. All right, so all right, I'm gonna show this. All right. Where is it at? Actually, for this first one, is Chris here? Chris, Coalition Gaming Chris. Otherwise, I was gonna do one with all moderators, or all, I guess, longtime followers and moderators. I'm gonna show the screen. Where's my screen? Game capture. There it is. Okay. All right. So here it is. Put the room number in. Let me turn up the volume for the game so y'all can hear it too. Newer Xbox controllers. Yeah. Newer Xbox controllers have USB-C. That would be nice. Alright, so the room number is 249682. Master Singleton with the quick... Alright, with the quick punching in of the numbers. I don't know even what character to be. I'll be the wolf person. And I'm gonna be the green wolf, of course. Oh, you can choose your weapons? Kind of? Huh. It looks like I have no options because I don't pay for this game. Except for my color. Let's go. Okay, is there an 8-person lobby? Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Everyone back. Why am I spectating now? How do I... Z, go back. Okay. No, don't quit Brawlhalla. No! This is what happens when I don't game on stream often. I gotta open it back up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, let me do an 8-person lobby. Then we might not have to have anyone sit out. I don't know how many people are interested in playing Brawlhalla, but... Alright. Let's get this game capture going. Let's go. Tommy, did you get the PC part list? That's pretty much it. You do have flexibility on your case. And yeah, hopefully that helped. Let me see. Play. So I'm gonna do custom game room. I'm gonna create a room. Public. Game rules. Lives. Max players. Oh, you're right. Good call. I didn't even check this tab out. I think match set auto. Test maps. Yep. Match time. Damage. 3 lives. Sure. Everything else seems standard. Good call, Jason from Drebler Gaming, which is a podcast. Which, if y'all haven't checked out that podcast episode yet, be sure to do so. Voting, blind pick, allow handicaps. Lobby mode. Well, people, how are you guys already in? You already see the numbers? You already in before I even say anything, but let me see. Alright, we got 4 people in right now. The room lobby is 772810. Ooh, I wonder if 8-person means that the other people have to be local. Because I'm not seeing anyone else join. But I see a press to join here. I wonder if it only supports it if you do like couch co-op. I'm so tempted to buy a Kuma. Yeah. No, there's more people with it. Had bought that. Yeah, I'm curious if you have to add bots. Remove bot. No, so that's the only way you can do 8 players, I think. Dang, that sucks. Alright, so we're just going based on speed. So we got Master Singleton, Kato, who is Drebler, and then Jucifer, who is Jucifer in the chat. Alright. We'll just go like this then. I'm pretty sure it's bots, because there's more people. Oh wait. No, I guess not. Yo, where are you guys at? We'll just start a game as people are still getting this or launching it up. Christopher Cooney, where you at? Whoever just came in booted themselves, I think. Did everyone else lock in? Alright, we're gonna get started. And we're gonna go to a random stage. Alright. I have no idea how to play this game, by the way. I played it one time at LAN. Yeah, characters are very floaty in this game, and I swear there's like a triple jump. Like, I'm just... Oh. Okay, there's 3, so you can jump once, twice, and then 3 times. So there's a triple jump. And then, let me see, are there smashes? Who's the pirate with the gun? I just threw my weapon, great. Also, oh my goodness! I just got smashed. Is there grab or grapple? I'm trying to think of this like basically Smash Bros. And it's not working out for me. Oh, I just died again because I was trying to read chat! I'm on my last life. Okay, so now I'm thinking for gaming, is this when I should have a Discord server? So it won't really be a real Discord server, but it'll be a Discord server where I could tell people to go to so they can hop in voice chat, so we can at least get that going on. So this isn't me promising a Discord server, but rather promising a place where if we were to game on stream and stuff, so we can have other people's voices and stuff too. And it's not just me. Why can't I pick up this sword? This sword? No, come on! That's how bad I am at this game. Oh, am I still... Nope, I'm out. Kevin Go says, that's the reason we need a Discord server. Happy face. Yeah. If anything like that, and then to have a channel for like mods to have access to, just in case I need to like ping all the mods or something. That's way more convenient than doing it via Twitter, so. And then from that, if it works out well, maybe it could become an actual Discord server, but for first off, it'll be just for admins and stuff. Alright, there we go. Kato wins. Congrats. Alright. Alright, so room number is 772810, if anyone else wants to join. If you don't want to, I don't blame you, because to be honest, this isn't the best game. It is just the most convenient game because it's small to download, it's completely free, and it supports, you know, up to 8 people apparently. I think I saw a different name pop in, so. Wait, am I in? After joining, press start or press C. There we go! Jason, it's your nemesis. Keita is also named Jason. So now I gotta say Jason plays game 2 and Jason normal dribbler. But yeah, they do have Rayman and other characters too. Oh, some other people have joined? Yeah, if you guys have joined, press C to join so you can actually play in the match. This could get pretty hectic at 8 people, but I think it'll be pretty fun. So the pirate has long-range guns, huh? I guess the bow person would too. I'm gonna try this person with the with the sword. I don't know, where's Chris at? I just pinged him on Discord, so we'll see. Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't want to add bots. If people don't join, then that's fine. Juice a person, okay. So we only have 5, so we'll just go with 5 then. I thought there was more interest, unless Christopher Coonan did fall asleep. He said he was logging into the game. So yeah, from the game room, I'm only just seeing these 5 people. So we'll get a couple more matches in before I have to go for the night. Alright, let's pick a level that wasn't like the last one we just played on. Big Crystal Temple. This looks kind of Smash Bros like. Oh, it's a vote. Huh. That was the one that I voted on, I guess. Alright, let's see what Coalition Gaming Chris said. Okay, on my way. Chris is on the way.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Smack you with my... What is this thing called? A Morning Star or something like that? I don't think it's a mace. Alright, or maybe it is a mace. And I'm thinking of a flail. I don't know my medieval weaponry. But I've got some stick with a big spiky ball on it. Come on. How do I save myself? There we go. Ender edits. You would join, but it's like 10 p.m. so it's too late. It's all good. I'm still trying to look into doing like the weekend morning streams where it's like all just playing games. Either me playing a single player game or playing multiplayer stuff with people. Just because I want to leave the Wednesday streams for where we can like talk about tech stuff and then help people out using the Twitter submissions and stuff. So for a dedicated gaming stream, yeah, I think a weekend would be good. It'll be early morning too. Oh, wait, where am I? Okay. So many people on the screen, I'm starting to lose where I am. Okay, throwing weapons here is not like Smash Bros. And Chris, if you're in the stream, or if you can hear me now, I'm just opening up the room, and then the lobby number, just join when you see it. Busy sulking? Why are you sulking? Are you okay? No. Oh my goodness.
Dominating.
I wish they would show the characters. Like, I don't know who is which character, or I forget. Like, who's the other Magar? The other Magar is also very similarly colored to me, because I'm like greenish with a hint of blue, and then they're blue with a hint of green. See, if we play this more, I'm gonna need to look up videos on like the best techniques, so I could do way better. Is this Jason? Who is this person? Whoever this Valkyrie is, the golden Valkyries, kind of knows what they're doing, it looks like.
Shut down. Dominating.
Apparently I'm dominating. Alright, it's 1v1. I don't know what the health is looking like. Am I red health as in like I'm gonna die soon? Whoever this person is, they know how to throw, and apparently I know too. You can charge it up. Don't know what that thing did. I think I need a weapon though. There's no way I'm beating this person without a weapon. This throwing just... Yes, there we go. Oh no! I just jumped into a mine. About to kill myself. Nope. Ooh, I just threw it and caught it in midair. Your dog got out twice. Wayne got him back and earlier got again. Now he's gone. He was taken to a shelter. Has no possible listing. Am I just gonna kill myself here because I'm reading chat? And don't have time to take off work, so I'm gonna have to go eat unpaid time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, can you not check the shelter right now? I guess the shelter would be closed, huh? Like I'm maybe they, for some reason, for that type of thing, for like a dog, I thought they would have like a late, like at least 24/7 with that, or at least later than 6 p.m. Yeah, shelter's closed. Okay. Had my account hacked, fixing it now. Gotcha. Okay, so that's why you're not in here yet. So who won? Jason plays game 2. Good job. I got second though. That's not too bad, right? Alright. So there's the room number. Oh, we do have Coalition Gaming YouTube in here now. We got Courier Chan and then Emmanuel. Let's go. If there's anyone else that's trying to join right now, we could remove a person. So let us know in chat if you are trying to play right now. So Courier Chan is back. I think Christopher, I can leave if someone is joining. Yeah, so Jason, how about you leave, or Keita, how about you leave for a little bit to just leave an open slot to see if it fills. If it doesn't, within like a minute, then you can just come back. Let's see. So yeah, I'll give you the heads up on when to come back in. But we'll leave a few open slots just to see. Wait, how'd your dog get out, Chris? Is that like just jumping over the fence? Cause is your dog an outside dog, or did the dog run out when one of you opened the door accidentally? Oh, you have no idea how he's getting out? Huh? Like from inside the house or from the outside yard? Brian Miller, the next LAN party is at the end of July. I think last weekend of July. Oh, he's outside when you're at work? Oh, okay, got it. Man, he must have hops. Or he's got a hole dug somewhere. Alright, let's get another game going. Whoever was waiting off on the side, just join up real quick. Alright, and thank you for hopping off real quick for that. Actually, let me change my character. Let me try this orc person. I'm the blue orc. Yeah, let's go random, I guess. That's when your LAN party is? Let me check a calendar real quick. Ours is The weekend of the 29th. Wait, that's actually when your LAN party is? Wait, no. Ours might not be the 29th. It might be the weekend of the 22nd. I need to double check on that.
3, 2, 1,
For some reason, I didn't think ours overlapped, but I will double check. It's one of those weekends. CG 10-year anniversary LAN party. Brought up 10-year? When is the 10-year LAN party for you all? And then, in terms of 10 years, what is that? What is the significance of that date? Is that when you guys first LAN together? Remote isn't working? Uh-oh, time to go keyboard. This is pretty hectic. It's so zoomed out. I wish they would kind of zoom in on me a little bit more and just show arrows as to what direction people are at. I don't need to know what everything is going on right now. I just kind of want to focus on my own character. Who's this pirate person? Oops, that's Chris. Oh my goodness. That was Chris. I'm sorry. And Chris disconnected. It's okay. We got you the next one. The next one's probably going to be the last one. So, we have hit 2 hours in stream. Plus, I got to make sure everything's good with the contractors. They're still working. So, I'd rather be able to see them off than have them knock on the door and have to like interrupt while the stream is still going. But man, they have been working hard all day. I'm the blue orc, by the way, with the axe right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know if there's directional hitting. It took you out of the match to try to fix it. Okay, we'll get you the next one. The next one's gonna be the last one, though. Yeah, we need to get that Discord server set up, so I just died. So that we can get some more people yelling and screaming in here, because I can imagine as a viewer, it's pretty boring just seeing all this going on the screen, but only me talking. It'd be more fun with everyone talking crap about each other. Ha! Whoever, yeah. Oh wow, you got back up. The green orc. I don't know what all the buttons, like the mechanics of this game, like the wall climbing and stuff. If you get back, ooh, all of your triple jumps from that. No. John Smith yelling and screaming in text mode. That would help for the hard of hearing, or you know, those would function as captions. But I don't think for everybody else that would do it for them. No. Dang. Someone still has 2 lives left. Who's the wolf? Can I hover over their name to see? No. Does pressing tab do anything? No. Ender edits. More screaming and yelling. Wait up.
Double knockout. Dominating.
I don't even know who's left. This game really needs to show the labels. Because with 8, or how many people? Oh, we got 8 people this time around. With 8 people, it's so hard to track. whoever the person is with the beard. Oh, there you go. That helped with higher at first. Go to settings. Master Singleton said go to settings. Oh, you can turn on labels and settings? Ah, alright. Yeah, let's do that so that we can see who everybody is. System settings, player names. Okay, HUD only, HUD other players. Wait, what? HUD plus... Huh. Okay, on the next game, do not kill me. Because I'm gonna have to change it during game to see what they each do. Alright, so let's get Chris in here at least. Oh, Chris is in here. We got Jucifer. Which person left? So we'll give it about 10 or 15 seconds. This is gonna be the last game. And then we'll get Kata in here if there's nobody else. Which thank you, Jason Kata, by the way, for sitting out to make room. Oh yeah, is Christopher Coonan in here? I don't remember what Christopher Coonan's name is. I think it was something inappropriate and sexual. Unless that was somebody else. How do I join? You need the server number. It's up here, Chris. Right here. 772810. 772810. I actually like the orc, so I'm gonna choose the orc. I'm gonna choose a bright yellow color though, so it's easier to see. Alright, we got No Mom. What's that? No Mom 2? Why is there No Mom 2? Which person is that? Someone joined with both the remote and a keyboard. So I'm gonna kick No Mom 2 to make room. But otherwise, I think... What happened? No Mom 2 keeps coming back on, so maybe No Mom 1 needs to get removed. Whoops. I can't remove No Mom 1. That's the main one. If you're No Mom, can you please rejoin? It shouldn't be this difficult. Shiro Funny Boy. That's a new name. And we have... Oh, and they left again. Yeah, they could be split screening. Why are video games hard? I don't know. We have 8 people in here. But there's 2 spots left. Yeah, it looks like they're split screening. So, I mean, did they want to split screen though? Behind the cam. Where do I put the code? Oh, you haven't even gotten in yet? Okay, so... Let's get a rotation going in here. So, Drew, I'm gonna remove you for a second. Just because you played a couple already. Master Singleton, I'm gonna do the same to you as well. Yeah. We got Jason. Okay, perfect, Master Singleton. Thanks for playing, though. I appreciate it. This is Brawlhalla. It's not that popular of a game, to be honest. It's just an easy, free, small game that you can fit 8 players in, so... There's not too many games that we could play as a stream that everyone has. Alright, everybody join up. We're gonna get started regardless if people are here or not. This shouldn't be this difficult. We gotta get through the end of stream here. So everybody join up. And if you couldn't make it, then maybe next time, unfortunately. But we had most of stream to get this figured out. We got one spot left. Who's it gonna be? And if you didn't make it in, I'm sorry. We just gotta keep it moving. We're just sitting in that menu here for way too long. Hello! Yes, wife is chiming in to say, why are you still downstairs streaming? Drew, come back! Well, at least, Christopher, we figured out that your account was hacked today, so that's one positive thing that, you know, you were able to figure out and get it back. So, that means you haven't logged into your Steam for a long time? Drew, come back. Yeah, that's good to know, because otherwise it could have gone on like months if you haven't used your Steam account, and or even more months. So yeah, we'll do Brawlhalla again next time too. Alright, we need one more person. Oh, new computer. Got it. And they got it from your phone? Alright, let's make this a good one. I like... Okay, yep, we'll go random. Mason Mount said, I got a 2060. Is it worth upgrading to a 3060 or 3070? I would say 3070 if you're going to do an upgrade. I don't think a one generational upgrade is good enough, like, to warrant upgrading. I think if you do a generational and, like, going up a tier, so from 60 to 70, that's almost like a 2-generation bump of the same tier, right? So that's when I think it's worth it. So typically 2 generations. Noah. Oh my goodness, they only have 3-letter names, but they're all there. Sweet. We can see who everybody is. And I can target people. I could go for my nemesis. Alright. It looks like Jas wants to fight me specifically. I'm guessing that's Jason plays games too. Oh yeah, that's a good question. I didn't even ask what the CPU was. I just assumed it wasn't gonna be a bottleneck. But yeah, what CPU do you have? If you have anything that's not super old, you could definitely make use of a 3070. Just crank those games up to Ultra if you're playing 1080p. It'll make use of it. Coalition. You targeting me, bro? Someone just hit my mind. I think it was Chris from Coalition Gaming. Oh man, this makes me really want to do Halo Infinite free-for-all tactical Slayer. Just like one-shot headshots left and right. That'd be very hectic, but pretty fun. Plus, I do want to test a more like demanding game on stream, because this game right here is like nothing. This game is not putting a dent in anything, like CPU or GPU wise. You could play. Oh no, you could play this probably on a like a first-gen Optiplex or something. This probably runs smoother than League of Legends, which, if you know anything, that runs very smoothly on a potato. Oh no. No, I only have 1 life left. It looks like... Oh no! I'm die. Hey, what's up? What's up, Ryan? How you doing? Hope your move is going well. What is your actual move date? Ryan is Death Tech, by the way, from Jawa, everybody. What is your actual last move date where you're out of the house and into your new home? If you have a Ryzen, what do they have? You have a Ryzen 7 3700. I start forgetting. Was the 3700 Was that available? The Pro 3700. I'm guessing you mean the 3700X. Unless you do mean the actual 3700. Yeah, 3070 will be fine with that. Like as everyone said. Oh, you moved? Won't be buying a house for a while. I drove. Okay, yeah. So you got it. I was like, no way I missed that whole thing. So it was just this past weekend. You drove and arrived. Got it. Full 16-hour straight drive. Oof, that sounds rough. Nah, no bottleneck whatsoever. Don't worry about it. If there is any kind of a bottleneck, you could play with the settings to make it not a bottleneck. Are you playing at 1440p or 1080p, by the way?
Dominating.
Which resolution do you plan on playing, Mason? Who is left? We got Keita, we got Drew, and then we got... Who is SHI? I forgot. Oh! Bye-bye, Drew. Oh! Congrats. Shiro Funny Boy, congrats. You are the champion. And that is gonna be it for the Brawlhalla. So I'm gonna spend the last 5 minutes chilling on stream. Thank you for everyone who came out to play, by the way. That was pretty fun. We'll try to figure out more games that we can play as a group. The key is the game has to be free. Or free at one point, because that's what GTA was. But it's hard to play games that people have to like spend money on, especially if it's not a game that they even care about or care to play outside of the streams. So like GTA was free and it's pretty cheap usually. And I feel like most people just have GTA, but I'm gonna close out this room now in Brawlhalla. But yeah, GTA, Halo Infinite, Fortnite, things like that. Those would be the target. When did I turn this light back on? I do not remember turning this light back on. But that was fun. And maybe I could also do some game streams where it's not with the whole stream, but if I could like have people ready to play beforehand. Like for games like Slippy or Fightcade or something like that. Where it doesn't host too many people, but we can figure out who wants to play like fighting games. Like I've been trying to get back into Street Fighter recently. We're playing Street Fighter 5 and stuff. So yeah, that would be fun. Got something wild to show me on Discord. Did you? Okay. You haven't DM'd me yet, right? Because I don't see anything. There it is right now. Oh, you got a dual PC system going on, Death? With the mini ITX there on that, I guess, would you call that a PSU shroud? What is this system? We should get a battle. Oh, battle lounge for Street Fighter 5. How many people can that host? Wait, Kevin Ngo, do you play Street Fighter 5 too? Or do you just play Fightcade in the old school ones? Death left you. He left you in Colorado all alone, but you still have Mandy. So, you still have Amanda. Got X299 on top with a... Oh yeah, we can... Here. Copy image. Copy link. So this is what Death Tech is showing off that he is working on. It's not the best when I bring it over from Discord into here, but here, actually this one should be better. There we go. You played only 4, didn't play 5? Oh, okay, gotcha. You got a thick boy radiator at top, 360mm. X299 with a 10900X on top system and 12400 with a 3080 on the bottom system. And what is this? The Quadro NBS 295. I have... My knowledge of Quadro cards are like nothing, basically. Very nice. You're still working on this, right, Death? Let's see. What else? Oh, it's for video output and nothing more? Okay. But what is this? Did I miss what you said what the system is for? You said you were working on it. And it's wild, but what is the end use case going to be? You done? So hungry, she says. Melissa is so hungry. Babe, we got pizza. We got the best pizza in the world. We got Domino's 3-topping, pepperoni, sausage, and jalapenos with garlic butter dipping cups in the fridge. Feel free to help yourself. No, I'm kidding. We're probably gonna have to go out to eat because our kitchen is still... Oh, let me see if I can bring up a picture of our kitchen. Because I don't want to go up there because the Wi-Fi is gonna be all messed up. But let me see if I have a picture to show you the demolition. Do we have that anywhere? On my computer. At all. So it doesn't look this bad yet. Let's see if this works. No, it doesn't work. I'm not gonna log into Facebook. Paint. Paint to the rescue. This is the most roundabout way of doing it, but... Alright, where's the paint capture? Oh, that's not it. Okay. So here it is. Here's the other best way to show what my kitchen looks like right now. Or what our kitchen, me and Melissa's, kitchen looks like right now. Actually it's a little bit cleaner. They actually got rid of all the demolition debris. But, yeah, everything is basically gone. Floors, taken apart on the carpeted sections. We have no access. We do have access to a fridge, but no access to our oven. So we have to air fry and microwave stuff in the garage. But there's only so much of that frozen stuff that you can eat. So we're gonna try to supplement that with like some eating out so we can get a little bit more like not frozen foods in our diet. But yeah. That is it right there. No BBQ grill? Oh, I just bought a barbecue grill. Okay, we gotta look at this. Is this slick deal still going on? I just bought a new grill. It was a Charbroil from Walmart, which is, I mean, when you hear Walmart, don't worry about that. It's this deal right here. I gotta show this. This is, I'm very excited about this for the upcoming LAN party. So I don't know. Let me see if this deal is still live. 100. It is. Sweet. Okay. These normally go for like $250, I think. So let me link this in chat in case anyone... Oh no, I gotta give it put to Bitly. But yeah, so I bought this grill. And it's coming, I think, on Monday. So yeah, so we got this grill, 160 bucks. Compared to everything else I saw, which like people were telling me about Weber grills. Jason from Drebler Gaming podcasts, and some of his friends were saying Weber. They told me about Weber being very high quality and stuff. And I don't grill too much, and I didn't want to, because the cheapest Weber was like $400 or $500. And then this is like $159. So it was really hard for me to justify like one of the top end grill brands. if I really get into grilling and this one doesn't last long enough, then yeah, I'll get the Weber. But if this thing even lasts me a few years, this is gonna be like one of the best purchases that I've made in a while. I just feel like this is normal. Yeah, this is normally $260. It's just for a grill. This just seems so cheap, and it might be cheap for a reason. We'll see. But I'm excited for it. We'll see. I'll be using it for the LAN party. It's gonna be hopefully good weather. End of July in Washington is always usually nice. So nice hot weather. Get this going, grilling for all the friends, LANing, all the good stuff. Weber is like luxury brand, well built but expensive. Yeah. Well, they were telling me the best thing about the Weber is, and shout out to Matt, by the way, Matt and Ryan from Drebler Gaming Group. They're telling me it's, if you ever needed replacement parts, you go with Weber, because every grill that they've like almost ever had, you can get replacement parts for, even if it's still not an active grill that they sell, which is nice and all. But right now, I'm not at a point in my life where I need a grill to be my forever grill. Like, I don't need to buy my grill for life right now. A $160 grill can be my 3 or 4 year grill. If it dies after that, I would be content, and I would decide at that point if I like grilling enough to invest in a more expensive one, if that makes sense. Traeger grill equals luxury. You ever want to go stupid expensive? Get the big. I've seen the egg grills. Those things look weird. It's like the porcelain or ceramic thing, right? Yeah, no way. That's like way too enthusiast for me. The only thing I really go enthusiast in life is my PC. Everything else, like car, clothing, everything else is pretty bottom of the barrel cheap. Mine is like a Weber from early 2000s, still works, legs broke off, but I patched it up. Okay, so you have a Weber, Chris. Okay. Grill on a budget? No. I think maybe I might have to do some cooking. We already talked about the cooking streams, maybe grilling streams too. Just one day I just grill up stuff that me and Melissa are gonna have for dinner that night, just to change it up for funsies. I think at this point, having these streams, like, it's equally as much having the community as it is looking at tech content and stuff. So doing stuff just for fun, to change it up sometimes, I'd be down to do that. But alright, that's gonna wrap it up for me for this stream. Thank you everyone for coming out. We had a good 2.5 hour stream. In terms of, let's see, this week, the video this weekend is just gonna be the how I built my new system. It's not gonna be like a full-fledged video or anything like that. I do have some pretty fun stuff coming up, hopefully next week or the week after though. So yeah. Everyone else have a good weekend though, or have a good rest of your week first. We gotta get through the next 2 days, and then have a good weekend. I will hopefully see you in the comments of the new coming video as well as next week's stream. Take care everyone. Thank you again to everyone who's here. Thank you to, of course, the channel members as always. And then of course, thank you to all the mods that do make it out to keep the chat lit as well as to moderate. Keep it clean, you know, keep it family friendly. But yeah, take care everyone. Bye bye.